short to watch boring battles. And that's the reason why I decided to upload this great, very close game against fellow veteran. Hello there guys, my name is Cyrus the Great and right now you're watching next Pro Games episode. As you can see in this one, we're gonna take a look at Sicilian approach at the Byzantines. But before battle will begin, let's focus on army compositions for a while. So we're gonna hit the start button, we're gonna slow it down a little bit. And just in case you're new to my channel, in Pro Games series we basically watch the best replays, most skillful plays, everything good from multiplayer, everything good you can get from multiplayer can be found here. So it's been quite time since last time I uploaded such vid, and I thought it would be pretty cool to go back to my roots and do it once more. So I hope this replay cast will be more than good. Anyway, let's focus on army comps in case you missed the intro. By the way, I'm looking forward to hear your opinions about my new intros. So we've got Sicily in the church of Cyrus the Great. Don't mind this old nick, this is pretty old battle and I got permission to upload this obviously. And I'm commanding Sicily, taking on Nameless Order, who's commanding Byzantine Empire. And for some reason this matchup become one of my favorite ones lately, and the reason is that in early period you got either two choices, or three choices I should say. You can pick France or Holy Roman Empire, because they have exactly same rosters, and just use religious fanatics, crossbows, so armor penetration, and cavalry, I mean Fiddle Knights, as both cavalry and infantry to win, which became pretty boring meta in at least for me. But you can actually utilize some more crazy setups, use Sicily, Byzantine Empire or Russia, and lately I enjoy only matchups like Sicily against Byzantine Empire and Russia against the Byzantines as well. So let's take a look at army comps really quickly. I got 4 units of Norman Knights, one of the best cavalry available in early period, 2 units of Sergeant Spearmen as flanks, and these guys are pretty cheap, but they're not gonna do as much damage as normal infantry, because spears in vanilla game are really weak. It's sad to say, but I usually avoid spears just because it's not they're not cost effective and they're not effective at all. Anyway, as speaking about my infantry corps, I got 4 units of Norman Knights, these guys. So Norman Knights and Norman Knights, this looks really awesome, and it's actually really deadly effective. 1 unit of Milan Knights just to spend money in better way, and obviously General's Bodyguard on the right wing, and he's got a fellow unit of Sergeant Spears behind him. And this is my standard Sicilian build for early periods. Cavalry, infantry, nothing changed right here. But here you can see that I brought 3 units of Muslim archers, and that's pretty much the point of this battle. Let's see whether they will be effective or not. Because usually I'm used to bring a couple of peasant archers, just because skirmish in early period is arguable thing to say at least. Surely peasant crossbows have armor penetration, but they don't have long range. And if you buy some long range missiles, as these guys are peasant archers, you have to kinda pay more than it's worth it, at least in my opinion. That's why I usually get some peasant tier units and just rush or force enemy to defend. But in this one I decided to bring 3 units of Muslim archers, and these guys are pretty decent, pretty expensive though, but still they're gonna do the job just fine. As you can see, they have no shields, and that's the place where Byzantine Empire has an edge over me. Anyway, let's take a look at the Nameless Order's army first, I mean, right now. So he's got General's Bodyguard, 4 units of Cataphractoi, which are, in case you're wondering whether they are same Cataphracts from Rome 1, nope, they're not. They are significantly weaker. They still have armor penetration, they are still decent cavalry, but you shouldn't really rely on them unless it's early period game. But this is early period game, so that's fine choice. And in the center he's got Byzantine Lancers, looks like with armor upgrade. You can upgrade them to gold, because they are low tier unit, and they should do the job pretty well. And as for infantry, he's got really solid force, which consists of 4 units of Varangian Guard, these guys, and looks like 4 units of how they call dismounted Byzantine Lancers. Let's see, exactly. And as you can see, the balance of power is pretty even right now. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna excuse me, we're gonna exchange some love using bows, using just missile troops. I mean, using bows, using archers. So because this skirmish was really prolonged, it took really like 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna skip this part of battle, and we'll be right back in proper clash. Alright, so as you can see, there's no real winner. Speaking about this skirmish exchange, the balance of power shows that we both lost same amount of troops, and that's hang on, let's slow it down just a little bit. When the outcome of skirmish is equal to this one you're seeing right now, you got, generally speaking, you got 2 choices. You can use your spare missiles, which has no ammunition anymore, as the buffer units, as the mid shields. So like throw them to the center to make them kinda absorb the enemy cavalry charge power, or you can use what I did right here, so use them to outflank enemy. And while this won't work with peasant units, it should work just fine with units medium and high tier. And Muslim archers are some of our high tier, speaking about early period, so I decided to just deploy them on the left right now to kinda engage his infantry from behind and try to cause some nice moral rout. But here we go, the proper battle should begin right now, and the most broken part of this game, I should say actually the most hard part, is pulling off cavalry after first engagement. But let's put the normal speed on and let's see this beautiful clash of forces here, clash of the two medieval powers. So as you can see, I order my troops to charge, and there we go. Well, it's not necessarily a mess, it just looks pretty strange for someone who's not familiar with this game. As you can notice, the balance of power is really even. Usually when you fuck up this initial engagement on playing against good player or veteran, your troops start to collapsing and the game is over at this point. But for a while we both pull out our cavalry and we're engaging. Everything is engaged right now. There are no spare troops left. But take a look at this. My both wings consist of 2 sergeant spears, and they're already wavering or shaken, and that's where the Byzantine infantry have a pretty good edge over the Sicilian infantry. Even if these guys have, even if Varangian Guard have 200 back, it doesn't really matter in this period. As you can see, I got hammered ended right here, but I'm doing exactly the same thing in the center and on my left side. So Look at that. Looks like the infantry battle is pretty even, but saying this unit behind my back isn't really thing I really wanted to see. But meanwhile I managed to kill like half of his cavalry over here, and I still have majority of my cavalry left, barely touched, so I hope to exploit that. You have to use all advantages, and you have to make it quick enough excuse me, to actually win the game. So there's nobody can say right now who's winning this fight. His troops are breaking, my troops are breaking as well. For example, my flanks are gone. These spears came back, but they won't be really useful in the later period. So as you can guess, this battle will lead to chaotic and close endgame. So I wanna charge, pull off and charge again, because that's my point right now, my approach right now, to just kill his general and neutralize the rest of his cavalry, and that's what I'm hoping for. Most of my infantry is gone, and look at that, his troops came back. If you want to chase unit which is warm up or fresh and they are still healthy in numbers, they came back, and this is why obviously you cannot chase, you cannot run after units, after flank units when you have no spare units when your troops are engaging. My general is already down to himself and his bodyguard. Where's the general? Hang on. Oh crap, I lost my general. Oh, there he is. And general against general. I'm gonna engage his general with my Norman Knights units. But as you can see, I just lost all of these Muslim archers. Then they finally collapsed and they finally broke. Still a great performance by them. I'm really impressed by that. Even if I don't purchase them usually, it's still fine. So, well, let's put it this way. In worst case, like this for me, when you're losing on one place, like let's say on the right wing, you have to win in the other places, like win on the left, to still be in game, to still like make it closer for the very best. So looks like morale isn't breaking just yet, and that's why, and the reason why is that in early period morale is pretty important, but considering that our troops were mostly elites like Varangian Guard and this modern Norman Knights are just good infantry, and they should hold the line on their own. But right now I managed to kill his general, and now this battle became to a point where it's really down to question right now whether I can capitalize on it or not. So I'm trying to desperately kill these cataphracts. I will call them cataphracts just for sake of my commentary. If I can rout them right now, this battle is gonna be over, because I still have like 4 units, no sorry, 5 guys of 5 dismounted Norman Knights, but he has the advantage of cavalry, and that's what I call close battle, when you have only a few troops remaining on both sides and there's no real winner, there's no real outcome visible right now. That's what I call close battle. So slowly but constantly Nameless Orders is winning. As you can see, I'm down to my general now and 3 Norman Knights. He's down to 7 shaken cataphracts. And I was hoping that these troops will break, but apparently they won't. Actually, they will, but it's too late. He already killed my remaining cavalry unit. One guy. This one guy could save this freaking game. His one Varangian Guard is still eager to fight, which is sick. but they have 11 morale, so they'll fight to the end usually. And this looks like a silly play from, like, playing cat and mouse right now. He's trying to catch me, I'm trying to catch him. But let's see how this goes. So we got a zoom close in to see whether this armor penetration can win against this disciplined Norman Knights. Damn! Finally he goes down, but there's still one guy remaining, so let's see whether he can get some kills over here. Nope, he won't. Auf Wiedersehen. And he got my general right now. Damn. And that pretty much concludes this battle. I still have one guy on the battlefield. Oh yeah, really is? Great. Let's see whether he can catch this guy or not. But apparently he won't.
Today's defeat is nothing. We fought like true men.
And that's what I call close game. So Nano server had 2 units, I mean 3 guys remaining, 2 units, speaking about unit cards. And that is such a great performance by both players. I really enjoyed this one, and GG in such case should stand for great game, cause good is not good adjective enough to express what do I feel after losing this one. And honestly, I should say that bringing these 3 units of Muslim archers, it was a mistake. I should go with my casual build and focus more on infantry. That will be a win for sure. But again, this was great game and I wanted to upload it really badly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Please show me some love in the comments. I mean, some criticism, some feedback will be appreciated. As you can see, I got in close battles, every soldier's life matter, and he had bigger army. My Muslim archers finally broke. I mean, they finally collapsed, and this guy's face is telling you that it was GG nonetheless. So let's take a look at MVP units, as we always do. Norman Knights, 112 kills. That is such a great performance. So yeah, these guys got hammered anvil at the beginning, that's why they killed only 19. If you have any good, if you have a good battle replay, don't hesitate to send me it through Steam or just through YouTube comment, post a link to Google Drive or anything you want. And that's pretty much it. So have a nice day, guys. Thanks for being with me, thanks for watching. And this was 1v1 battle commentary, this was Pro Games episode. And this was Cyrus signing out. Goodbye.